themselves into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Lowe on the sideline.
Guys, a fun storyline to keep your eyes on today is, will their wide receiver get over 1,000 yards? Why does that matter? Well, it hasn't happened here at Georgia since 2002. It's hard to believe, but Terrence Edwards was the last wide receiver in Georgia history to go over 1,000 yards, and they are so close. I expect Gunnar Stock to try to get it to his guy early today. I know they want to, and it's in the script. We'll see if they can get it done. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Deep in the end zone, it's Harbor. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So South Carolina's offense will go to work first. A rivalry game like this, they'd love to get off to a good start. Guys, the last time they met, they were trading haymakers with each other.
They sure were, and you could really tell in that game how much this rivalry meant to the players. They were exhausted, David. That game was back and forth. Neither of these teams want to lose because you don't want to hear about it for an entire offseason, and you know they're going to be playing with some fire today.
And you hear about it from the fans every time you lose. You hear about it constantly. It matters. Heard about it with Jesse Palmer in the Georgia-Florida rivalry. It was a big-time deal. They're going to be playing with emotion. Who can handle that emotion early, get settled in, and throw that first punch?
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Switch it. Got an alley. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Short pass. Takes the ball inside the 30-yard line. It'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 29. That can be a momentum builder to convert your first 3rd down and also get your quarterback in a rhythm throwing the slant.
That's so nice. You always want to do that. You want to start the game in a good rhythm, get your quarterback comfortable. Slants are easy, timing routes, get a first down. Now maybe open it up even more.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's Sellers to throw. He's going to take off. Quarterback's got the first. Flies to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bulldogs offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And we get our first look at Gunnar Stockton. He threw for 6 touchdowns in their victory last time out. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's Wiley. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Grab behind the line, it's Wiley. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the...
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Wants to go up top on second down. Oh, it's picked off. All by himself down the middle. And he's going to take it all away. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Play action on first down. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Caught behind the line. It's Wiley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
A strike downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop him. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field, making the nice tackle.
To the air. It's Stockton. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off-play action on first down. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get it.
Beck's going for the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Sellers. He wants to go deep. Goes high to pull it in. Ripped past midfield. Finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going. Making the adjustment. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Rushes on. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes the catch. It's Harbor. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Run in the red zone, it's McAllister. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down the one play to come up with the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the South Carolina sideline, the offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. It's first down from the 11. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Throwing Sellers. He's got it on the run. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Georgia sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Takes a hit as he fires. Working that left side now. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Drops back on first down. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Humphreys. There he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Got his man. He's got a lot of moves in the bag as he uses a few of them to get to the 18.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point in the game.
Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's Sellers to throw. Out wide right, it's Sellers. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Caught, it's Harbor. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Missouri taking on the Kentucky Wildcats. Back over to your game inside Williams-Brice Stadium. What can you say about this playmaking receiver that's not abundantly clear? More than 100 yards in the first half. He's totally taken over this game. His team has the lead, and he's improving his draft stock as we speak. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Checking in with the South Carolina head coach coming out of the locker room. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team. Somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Right side, it's Humphries. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. House. Touchdown.
Well, they're able to punch that one in on the ground, and honestly, I'm not sure the defense really expected them to come out running the football considering how much they're down in this game. Probably expecting him to throw it a little bit more and have a little more sense of urgency, but either way, listen, for the offense, you just got to get on the board. You got to find a way to score somehow, some way. Now, they're down by a lot, David, and I don't know if they can keep running it moving forward.
They might not be able to keep running it, but they had to score on that possession. Now, defensively, you got to step up for them, right? Like, they got to get both sides of the football working together, but the defense is going to have to get some stops. But obviously, a bulk of the pressure is on this offense. Every possession is going to be so important.
And the returner will be brought down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Trying to escape and get it himself. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Sellers escapes the pressure to his right. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
3rd and 6 yards to go. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield. The defense took everything away, so his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Breaks into the open. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Could be an alley. The 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now
and it's picked off for the third time today. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. He's changing the play. Throwing Sellers. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
From the gun on third down, Sellers immediately fires to the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let them throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a fourth down. Decision time for this offense.
Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here's Sellers to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Sets his feet. It's Stockton. Looking for a big play. Complete in the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. On target over the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Straight ahead, it's Frazier. nowhere to go.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Humphries. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Snapped on 4th down. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. As we wind our way toward the end of this one, gives us a minute to check out the Week 12 scoreboard and the top 12 teams in the country and how things are going there. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Turning it on. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Sellers. Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 2nd and long here. Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Blasted as he lets it go. And he avoids the sack.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Sellers to the air again. Slides away. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Sellers from the gun on third down. They get to him as he throws.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Gets it out of the air for the first time today, and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. So the last couple of possessions trying to put together a rally, but is it too little too late? Dropping back, it's Stockton. Finds his big tight end. At the 45 on his way. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He got it, beat down in bounds. That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. And he's brought down after a short gain. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Sees a crease. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Sees some running room. Oh, he's got some space. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
And he gets it away.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this third and long from the 20. Quarterback changing the play. Sellers from the gun on third down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Hauls it in. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on first and goal. Again, it's Sellers. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
Sellers. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Quick strike through the air for the score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. There he goes. Sweet little juke, and he's going to wind up picking up 8. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Right side, it's Bowens. Still running at the 40. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. To the air, it's Stockton. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. Off and running. Touchdown, Georgia. Rolled his way into the end zone.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip, for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance, but you got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Oh, he wants it all. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. Making the adjustment on the play. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Turns it upfield. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. He won't get there. The defense with a fourth down stop.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Great place to start for this offense. Here's Sellers to throw. That's reeled in. It's McAllister. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Drops back. It's Sellers. Out wide left, it's Tuggle. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week. Coming out today, putting together a great performance for his team.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Sellers to the air again. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him.
He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Gamecocks! They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs.